I'm here with Kate Arrow, and we have Clarice. And so, Kate, tell me about Clarice's story.
Clarice came to us a couple of weeks ago. She was just found as a stray. She was in severe pain because she had a really bad case of glaucoma. And so we took her immediately to the vet, and he said that there wasn't anything we could do for the glaucoma. And the only thing we could do to relieve her pain was to remove her eyes. Okay. And so we did that right away. As soon as we removed her eyes, she felt like $1 million. She never cried. She was happy. You know, I just think it immediately relieved the pain that she had had for a really long time. And she was actually blind when she came in from the glaucoma, and so this is not decreasing her quality of life at all. So she's used to walking around and not running into things.
And she's perfect. I mean, she's energetic, she's loving.
Yep.
She can walk around a room and, you know, not bump into anything. She's perfectly fine.
Yep.
And I guess, what does that tell you about the resilience of dogs or animals, or even just Clarice in general?
Well, you know, people might argue with this, but if a dog were going to lose one of its senses, sight would be the one to lose, because they really go by their nose. And so that's exactly what she does. She's just going around, and, you know, her nose is first. She'll follow me. She knows where I am. I can be at the other end of the room, and she'll run right over to me. Mm-hmm. I took her home a couple of nights right after her surgery. She didn't run into anything, you know, in this house that she'd never been in before. She just knew where everything was. She had, you know, the run of a house, essentially. Mm-hmm. Didn't run into anything. Always knew where I was. One of the coolest things she did, which I didn't think she'd be able to, is she jumped up on a couch, and then, kind of as if she was looking down, jumped right off the couch. Wow. You know, it's like she remembered what the distance was. So she's, you know, she's not going to have an issue in the world.
Right. And does she still have some recovery time, or is she on any kind of medication or anything to help her with the surgery that she had?
She's been on pain medication, but I believe today is going to be her last day. Okay. I don't think she needs it anymore.
Awesome. Great recovery then.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. And so what type of home are you looking for when you adopt her out?
I would prefer a quiet home. I think she'd be best without kids. You know, if they're running all over, I think that's probably not the home she needs.
Right.
And if there were other pets, they would need to be the kind of pets that weren't going to attack her. Mm-hmm. So if you had a cat with claws that was going to come at her, you know, maybe she wouldn't see it coming, and that wouldn't be the best thing. Right. I envision a quiet home, retired people who, you know, would just love this little dog sitting on their lap when they're sitting on their couch, and she would just make your life so much better. And, you know, both people's lives would be better by having her in it.
Okay. And so if people want to visit Clarice or see her, should they come here, or how should they contact you?
I'm actually planning to put her in foster care today.
Okay.
I kind of like to get her out of here, and, you know, she's doing well, but I think she'd do well in foster care. So she's going in foster care today, so they would call the shelter, and we would make an appointment for them to meet Clarice.
That's awesome. Well, she's definitely proven herself to be just fine, even without her eyesight. And look, she's just a lap dog.
Exactly.
So, lots of love to give.
And she's happy as a lark. Mm-hmm. You know, people should never say, oh, you shouldn't have done that, oh, you should have euthanized the dog. You know, she's happy as a lark. She is playful. If I go into her kennel, she will, you know, she's calm, but she will be more than happy to play. You know, she's happy. She's a normal dog. She just can't see, but that does not slow her down.
That's great. You've helped her out a lot, that's for sure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.